Hi, y'all. Today in the landscape lowdown, I want to try to answer the question, what type of hydrangea do I have? So the first type of hydrangea I am going to cover today is called a big leaf hydrangea, also known as Hydrangea macrophylla. So this is one of the hydrangeas that is widely known because of its large, big old mop head flower to it. So that is this big blue thing right next to me, blue, purple. It also can be pink depending on soil conditions. And it's got really broad foliage, as you can kind of see here in the photos. And it's got really stout green stems to it. And you'll also see after the bloom set is done for the season, you'll see the new buds pop up and they'll have a little red bud on the end. Those are the next season's blooms. The next hydrangea I am going to talk about is called a mountain hydrangea. This will be Hydrangea serrata. So this mountain hydrangea is going to have a lace cap flower like the one in the image behind me, and it's going to have that more flat looking flower, and it can also be purple, pink, blue, somewhere in those ranges, sometimes varying a little bit depending on the variety of the plant. And so you're going to see a similar foliage to this. It's going to a macrophylla or a big leaf hydrangea. And you're also going to see those green stems in this as well. So it's a little bit more difficult to tell the difference, but these, I have often seen that the leaves on these particular hydrangea to be a little bit smaller than your big leaf hydrangea. So mountain hydrangea, pink or blue, lace cap, that's the main feature you can look for to determine the difference between this and the original straightforward big leaf hydrangea. The next one I'm going to talk about is called a smooth hydrangea. Now, a smooth hydrangea is also called Hydrangea arborescens. And I will get an image here, and that's going to have a white or pink globose flower to it. It's going to have more woody stems versus the more fleshy green stems that the other two had. And it's going to have that mop head, the same as a big leaf hydrangea, but the foliage on it is going to be kind of more matted or less glossy looking, and it's going to have almost a sandpapery kind of feel to it, or look a little bit more dull in the finish of the leaf. So that's something to look out for. And so it's also going to have a little bit more of a thinner appearance as far as its lushness, as far as its overall look. The foliage on it's a little bit smaller, so it's not going to see, you're not going to see as much foliage covering it. It's going to be a little bit more thin overall. And the next one I want to talk about is called a panicle hydrangea, or Hydrangea paniculata. So Hydrangea paniculata is going to be one with a panicle cone-like flower to it, and it's going to also be very similar in its leaf as the smooth hydrangea. You're going to see more of a matted texture to it. You're going to see those woody stems again, are much more large, more vocal in the landscape, to say, a little bit more vase-shaped in the landscape. And you're also going to see them be more of a pale white to a green hue in the season, and then as it gets closer to fall, they'll actually turn to pink or red. So you'll see that in those flowers. Now, there is one more plant that I'm going to throw in here, and that is called the OAKLEAF hydrangea. And OAKLEAF hydrangeas are probably one of the easiest to look for because they have a lot of distinct features. Obviously, the big oak leaf, these things are pretty gigantic, pretty hard to miss. They also have some pretty unique bark. If you look on the inside, there almost looks like an exfoliating bark to them. So they're pretty unique in that realm as well. But they also have a panicle flower, much like the panicle hydrangea. But the main thing is that gigantic leaf. It's really really the main feature you want to look for, and it's going to have a very deep red color in the fall, and so it's really pretty as well in the fall. So you can tell that way as well. So if you have anything you'd like to add to this, or any questions or comments, please feel free to post. Let us know, and hopefully we can give you a answer, or have a little discussion. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.